Okay, good evening, guys. How are you doing today? Hello, good evening. Good. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, nice. Good, Smita. Yeah. So, guys, did you finish your previous task? Yep. Whoa, nice. Did you try storage gateway? Uh-huh. That's too good. That's too good. Too good. Nice. Super. So, what we do today is basically let's jump on into the next topic, EFS. Do you remember EFS? Mm, 6:30. Do you remember EFS, guys? What is EFS? Storage. EFS. So it's Elastic File System. What is that? Elastic File System, right? It's Elastic File System. Hey, why do we need EFS? So let me share my screen first. So here, this is EFS, guys. So why do we need EFS? Do you remember that I opened this paint? Do you remember this diagram that we discussed in our initial classes? Right? Yeah. Is it possible, guys, to attach volume to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? Is it possible? I'm talking about EBS volume. EBS volume. Is it possible to attach one single EBS volume to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? Definitely no. Guys, if you want to share the storage across the EC2 instances, then EFS would be the best thing. All right. So we discussed this, guys. Can you tell me EFS completely managed by AWS? Yes or no? Yes. EFS is for Unix. EFS is for Linux or Windows. And then which is for Windows? S6. And EFS works on which protocol? NFS version 4 protocol. And EFS is what based storage? File based storage. And EFS is limited storage or unlimited storage? Unlimited storage. Does EFS, do you need to mention the size of the EFS? No, you don't need to mention it is pre-provisioned. Guys, can you tell me EFS can be mounted to multiple EC2 instances at the same time? Yes. Across multiple availability zones? Yes. This is very simple and cool topic. Do you remember yesterday we discussed about this storage gateway here? Storage gateway, right? Okay. So guys, now what we do is, first and foremost, we will go and try to create one EFS, guys. Okay. What we do, we'll go and create one EFS, right? Elastic file system. And then after that, we launch one EC2. And then what we do, we'll try to mount this EC2, mount this EFS to the EC2 instance. And then what we do, we'll go and put some data over here. And after that, we'll launch one more EC2 instance and we'll try to mount the same EFS here. And I should be able to see the same data here, right? From here to here and here to here, the same data should be visible. Do you agree, everyone? Should we do that? Let's first thing is create EFS. After that, launch EC2 instance, right? After that, what we do, mount EFS to the EC2 instance and create some sample files. After that, launch another EC2 instance and mount the same EFS and check the files. Do you understand what we're gonna do, the task? Everyone? It's a simple topic. Okay, let's do that. Oh. Okay. So let's go to, what is that? EFS. To go with the EFS, guys, the same thing what we have discussed, it uses all this protocol. And here you have something called storage classes. Guys, what is this? Storage classes. Do you remember where did you learn about the storage classes? In which service did you learn about the storage classes? S3. Do you remember frequently access or not infrequently access? Right? So here in EFS also we have only two. What are those? Frequently access and infrequently access. Right? Whenever you put any object inside this EFS, by default it will be standard FA. Right? But let's say you have put some data inside the EFS and you are not using since 7 days or 10 days or 30 days. Do we need to keep that in standard FA if you are not using it frequently? No need. So we have here also in EFS lifecycle management rule, LCM rule, remember? And you can set a rule that, hey, if any object is not accessed since these days, move it to infrequently, right? So it will automatically move it. That option is also there. We can select that. And we have something called throughput mode. Guys, we have two throughput mode. So bursting and provisioned. Guys, bursting is recommended one by the AWS. And if you need more high performance, then go for the provisioned one. And if you go for performance mode and how your EFS should be performed, guys, for one EFS, you can attach thousands of EC2 instances. Do you know that? For one EFS, you can attach thousands of EC2 instances. If thousands of EC2 instances are attaching to a single EFS, what should be the performance? It should be high, right? So for most of the time, general purpose is sufficient. But if you have so many instances that are attaching to the EFS and you go for maximum input-output, maximum IO, it's just a matter of selecting which one do you need. Encryption, it's okay. And then commands. We will go and see this, how to install this, how to mount this in EFS on our EC2 instances. Okay, let's go here. Guys, here we have, and EFS is regional. Keep in mind, EFS is regional. And then create file system. Ooh, they have updated something here. It was not there previously. Nice. So here now, okay, let's go with one by one here. Guys, what is the name? I call it as my file system. Okay. You just give any name and it should be definitely should be in the VPC. What did it says? Availability and durability. Choose regional recommended to create a file system using using regional storage classes. Choose one zone to create a file system only in one zone storage class. Guys, which one is better? You want to have in all multiple availability zones or only in single availability zone? Which one do you recommend? Regional or one zone? Yeah, a regional. So select the regional and click on customize. You can directly create it. Let's see what is there in customize here, guys. Okay. So this is automated backups. Enable automated backups. It takes the backup automatically. And do you see this here? Lifecycle management. So here, lifecycle management. That meaning, I just told you, if any objects inside this EFS is not used since these many days, let's say for since 7 days, automatically it will move. Of course, don't. Okay, additional charges apply. Don't enable the backups, guys. Additional charges apply, but it's just a matter of selecting it. Okay, just a matter of selecting it. And here, do you see that standard infrequently accessed storage class? Automatically save money as access pattern changes by moving files. Do you remember in yesterday we have called something called intelligent tiering? Remember intelligent tiering? So unknown access patterns. Remember unknown access patterns. So based on the user's how he is accessing it, it will change from standard frequently to infrequently automatically. Right? So here also, if you select 7 days, automatically, if the object is not used for 7 days, it will move to infrequently access. If someone is accessing it, the same object, it will come back to your normal frequently access. So guys, you can select this lifecycle management rule here. And we just discussed about the performance mode and throughput mode. Go for general purpose and busting. These are two default. If you need higher thing, just go for maximum IO or provision. And if you need encryption, enable the encryption. Otherwise, keep this in mind, guys. Whenever, if you need encryption, you have to create at the time of creating the EFS. Later, you cannot enable the encryption. Keep that in mind. Later, you cannot do the encryption. What you need to do, you need to create an encryption EFS again and try to move all the objects to this manually, right? So you need to keep this in mind whether you need encryption or not at the time of creating EFS. Keep that in mind. Yeah. And then optional. Do you understand step 1? Everyone? Is that clear? Nice. Let's click on next. Okay, definitely this should be inside the VPC and mount targets, guys. In which availability zone that you have to use your EFS. Your EFS mount should be available in 1A, 1B, 1C. All three is okay. If you need only for 1A and 1B, say remove this one. It's just availability of your availability zone. Got that? I removed 1C. So I will launch one EC. All EC2 instances which are launched in 1A is able to mount this EFS. Got this? And click on next. File system policy is optional. If at all you want to prevent root access, or you want to ensure read only by default, or if you just select it automatically, this IAM the JSON file is generated. Just in case if at all you need some additional permissions to do this, select this. Otherwise, leave it default. And click on next. And then review. Guys, is this clear till here, everyone? Should I go and create it? Let's create it. Do you see that here? File system is successfully created. Okay. And it is unencrypted. And if you go here, the file system, access points, not access point, network. In the network, it is mount point is still creating. So do you see that this is our file system ID? This is our file system ID. So we need to mount this file system. That, guys, did I mention any size over here? Anywhere while creating it? Definitely no. Definitely no. I haven't used any anything here. So I just created it. And then we need to start using. Okay, now let it create it. It is creating it. It should be available. Meanwhile, should we go and guys here, what we did here, we have just launched this. We created this EFS. What is the next step? What's the next step? Create an EC2 instance. Should we go and create an EC2 instance? Let's go and create it. Let's go and launch an EC2 instance. Red Hat, T2 Micro. And I put it in 1A, enable it. Guys, do you see this here? We created a file system, right? You have an option called add file system. This my file system is already created and it is mounting to this. This is the easiest way of doing it. Let's not do like this. Maybe you can give a try adding directly here. You don't need to log in and you need to do mount. You don't need to do anything. Directly you can go and set it up, right? But I will do it manually and show you how it works. Next, I call it as name. What is this? EFS demo 1. Next, review and then launch. Guys, what is the protocol that I should enable it on the security groups? What is the protocol that I should enable on the security group? NFS. Very good. At the bottom, you have something called NFS. Select NFS, and I'll select my IP. Cool. Okay, so once we log into this machine, what are the commands that we should install? Guys, only these 4. I'll put it in Notepad for you. Only these 4 commands. As this is talking about NFS, remember we installed NFS utils yesterday? Install that NFS utils and make directory, create a directory called EFS, right? And then mount it. We created a directory called EFS and you mount this entire thing to this directory called EFS that we created. And if you go in CD EFS and you will be inside this EFS. So we need to change here the ID, right? With this ID. I have changed the ID. So should we go and log into this machine now? You understand what I'm doing, guys? Nice. I need to check my. Okay, SSH is not enabled, na? So SSH is not enabled. I added the SSH also. Duplicate session. Okay. EC2 minus user. Sudo minus, yes. Elevate the permissions. Let's check the status here. We see that the status is available at the moment. Okay. Should we go ahead and then what is the first command? What's the first command? We need to install this NFS utils, right? Yum install minus y NFS minus utils. So NFS utils has been done. So what's the next command, guys? We need to create a directory na mkdir and you create a directory called EFS. I can create any directory, guys. I can create any directory. So here mkefs. Now I need to mount my mount point to this EFS, right? So mount it. Okay. If you do ls, There is a folder called EFS. Go inside the folder. Now, guys, you are in EFS. Should I create a few files? Touch, hello, test, hi, something, and then mkdir 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folders. Do you see this? All these are now created. Can you tell me all these are created in volumes or in EFS? In EFS. Got this? Should we parallelly now what we did here till now? We have launched one we launched one EFS and we have launched an EC2 instance and we mounted it and we created the data. Should we go and launch one more EC2 instance and check the same data is visible here? Yeah. Let's do that. So I'm a Red Hat. So T2 micro. This time, should I put it in 1B? Let's put it in 1B. Name and then EFS. There are two. Let's come on. Did it come up? So let's launch another EC2 instance with this guy. Not yet. Okay. EC2 minus user sudo minus yes. Guys, what is the command that I need to use it here? So I'll keep it parallelly, these two. First, we need to install NFS utils now. Yum install minus y NFS minus utils. Okay. What is the next step? mkdir EFS. Create a folder called mkdir EFS. And then we need to mount it, right? What's the mount command? So this is the mount point. You take this and put it the mount here and go see the EFS. And if I do ls, I should be getting the same data. Do you see that? Guys, do you see this data and this data both are same? Because the storage is now sharing. So if I create some here mkdir 10, if I do ls, 10 folder is here. And if I do ls, 10 folder also is here. If you create something here, touch testing, and if you do ls here, the testing is here. See? So now this is called the NFS, network file system, which is attached through the network, and this is called EFS. Isn't it? Recently, we have got a project to have this EFS, but those who know how to do this, it will be very easier. Is this clear on this topic? Is this clear, guys, everyone? Any questions? Nice. So it's crystal clear for you. Very good. So will you able to do this task? EFS task? Yeah. See. So first, what you need to do is you need to set up and yeah, Venkatesh. Any question? Okay. So set up and configure EFS. Do you know how to do that? And what you do? Launch EC2 instance and mount EFS using the below commands. What you do? Yum install -y NFS utils and create a directory called EFS and mount -t, or the one which you have created, replace this here and then create and you mount it to the EFS directory and go to CDFS. And after that, create some sample files and using touch command and some directories and launch another EC2 instance and mount the EFS and verify the data between the instances. Once done, terminate the EC2 instance and delete EFS. Easy, isn't it? Guys, will you able to do this? Should I go and terminate the EC2 instances? Yep. I terminated it and then make sure that you deleted the file system. Confirm that by entering the file system ID. And now it is getting deleted. Query amount targets. Hey, is this clear, guys? Everyone till here on the CFS topic? Everyone? Excellent. Do you know what is this Snow family? If you attach system, okay, if you attach file system easy to green, we need to do the same step. No need. That will be a try to do that, guys. That's a good thing. So at the time of creating it, so here 7, here, see, launch another EC2 instance and attach the EFS while launching. Oh, yeah, let's see what that happens, guys. But usually you need to run that yum commands in your user data script. But let's try to do that. Yeah. Okay. So nice. So guys, do you remember what is snowball? Yeah. So there is no topics on the snowball because the snowball is a physical transfer. You know that already here. What are the 3 things that you have it, guys? This is how the snowball looks like, right? This is how the snowball look like, guys. It's a physical transfer. It's a big type of suitcase or hard disk where you have to raise a request in AWS to get this snowball. They will courier it to you, right? And then you install some agent called snowball agent on your server and start moving all the data on this snowball box and then send it back to AWS. And then they will put it in S3. If at all you get any questions on the snowball, the first thing is they will give a nice scenario that they need to transfer the huge data from on-premises to AWS. Which one do you choose? Snowball. And we have something called different types of snowballs. We know this already. Snowball, which has the size of 50 terabyte to 80 terabyte, that is deprecated. Guys. right? And then you have something called snow cone, which is 8 terabyte. If you have a size of 8 terabytes, go with the snow cone. And snowball edge is the 100 terabyte. But the difference between this snow cone and then snowball edge is snow cone is just a storage. The snow cone is just a storage, whereas snowball edge act like a server also. This is server come storage. And if you need petabytes of data, then you go for snowmobile. And question for you here is, guys, where does it keep the data? Where does it moves the data to in AWS? In which service? S3. Which one? Everyone. Which one? S3. How will work on Snowball in AWS? That's what I'm teaching here, Venkatesh. Right? You need to raise a request in AWS. You need to raise a request in AWS. Snowball, Snow family. Go inside this Snow family. Because we cannot do. You need to order an AWS Snow family device, guys. Don't order it. Okay. You have three things: snow cone, snow mobile, and snow cone, snowball, and snow mobile. If you click on order, everything what you can import to S3 or you can export to S3, and you can use it locally also, guys. Let's say you are importing to or you are exporting to S3 from local. Next, right? And then here you can give your address. It will take automatically. And if you have a GST number, put the GST number. And then I don't know, that is mandatory there. If you put, do you have any sample GST number? We can try sample GST. Oh, sure. Okay. Let's not try to order it, but let's try to see. See, it clicked next. And then, guys, you need to order the Snowball device. Job name, you just give the name called some name. And then, you know this, choose your snow device. You need the Snowball Edge, or you need compute, or you need the bigger one. So you have this, whatever, you can choose it. And into which S3 bucket that you want to export it. Choose the S3 bucket and then click on next. Please S3 bucket. Yeah, we don't have S3 bucket, but yeah, or you can previous, or import, what it says import. Next, same concept. Yeah, from where you need to do this. Create a new bucket, and already we are here. And choose your security preferences, like you need the notifications and permissions. And then this is optional, and then you create and review and create the job. Once you create the job, they will send you the courier to you, and take it to your data center, and then start moving all the data and send it back again to the AWS, guys. Do you understand this? And this cannot be tampered, guys. Remember, this is Snow devices uses tamper evident enclosures, like it uses the encryption and uses this TPM called trusted platform modules, and it's designed for both security and full chain of custody of your data. No, it's impossible to go and do all kind of nasty things there. Right? We cannot do any lab on this, guys. Great. So guys, will you do this EFS task? Okay. Should we wind up for today? What do you say? Nice. Okay. Let's wind up. And guys, from tomorrow onwards, what we do is we'll jump into the database concepts. Very, very important concepts from tomorrow. Let's talk about RDS starting tomorrow. Okay. Yep. So can you give me the final CC for today, guys, on this small topic? Yes, guys, many people are missing here. Like, just check with your guys why they're those people, because Once the topic are gone, it's very difficult to catch it up. Please check with your friends and make sure them to attend it. Yeah. Guys, that is all for today, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Good night.